frequent references to the year 1994.
Pocho, you're lame, dog. Quit saying my name, dog. You thirsty getting clout. You get no views on your podcast anyways, dog. Stop capping, my boy. Yeah, you reached out. You talk good about me. I never did an interview with you, my boy. You wanted to go on live. I never did. Because why? I know what it is. You're making a narrative that's never going to happen. Dog, there's too much bloodshed, too much bullshit going on. Prison is prison. The streets is the streets.
Hey, what do you do? What it is, what it was. This is your boy Pocho of the Chicano podcast. Yes, new name, new brands, baby. We trying to move forward, open up our horizons. Let's not make it all about me. But today, we're not talking about me. We're talking about the legend of Woodie and his boy Snoopy. The dude that went down 28 years ago for a murder that was a revenge for his homeboy's brother getting in a wheelchair. You feel me? And they knocked a Southsider down and a couple of his homies at a quinceañera. Now, the big legend and controversy around this is that they say that basically when the description of the people that said who did it, they said a kid with red hair. And as we both know this, most Norteños are Mexican and they're not from Jalisco, maybe. Or some are, of course. Only a lot of people from Jalisco got red hair, that's why. Whole point is that Woodie was very distinguishable. So was Snoop, but Snoop had brown hair and Woodie had the actual red hair. And in his music, if you go through it, he talks about what happened in 94. He also gives him a lot of love and Snoop for not, ever snitching or ever, just going down like a real one. Now, I want to know in the comments below, would you go down like Snoop? If you were Woodie and you did it, would you say anything? And do you think it's crazy that these podcasters are blaming Woodie for this murder? One, because I think they just want their rapper to be the realest. But also, two, it's like, dog, this vato still has family. You can't be putting a murder on somebody, especially when his homeboy spent 28 years, got all his, he went up into the different kind of courts, appeals, and he lost all his appeals. So something was wrong. I'm not saying that he did or didn't do it, but I don't think Woodie did it. And if he did, hey, it is what it is. His mom supposedly had a no and all this. And I just think that a lot of that is a little going too far, bro. But I understand Woodie's a legend. And today we're going to be talking a little bit more about his background and just the legacy of Woodie, bro. And what you think about Woodie and my boy Snoop. So let's start a little bit with the early life. Influences and gang connection. Ryan Mitchell Wood was born November 20th, 1975 in Antioch, California. He moved there from San Leandro, I did not know that, around age 10. And as a teenager, he bounced between Antioch High School, Prospect High School Alternative, he went to Alternative, and Live Oak Continuation School. But he never completed a traditional diploma. Your boy did. Shout out to Carrillo. His early teen years, Woodie was immersed in the Latino gang culture of East Contra Costa County, aligning himself with the West Twampster Norteños, respectfully and allegedly. Simultaneously, he developed a love for hip-hop, breakdancing, rapping, producing, all of which would become his outlet. And that was a big deal. When a lot of us, before we joined our peewee gangs and our major gangs, we were breakdancers, bro. I was part of DBS, Damn Breaking Style. You guys, it's crazy, right? Damn. So I was part of DBS, then I got be part of my other neighborhoods, and I don't say their names out of respect for the homies. According to people who knew him, he was self-taught in recording and production. This dual life, gang ties, creative ambition, set the stage for what would come next. He began releasing music independently, building his own label, baby, like we do in the Bay Area. Real representing that legacy of independence. East Coco Records in 1997, baby. And that's when your boy was getting really active into the streets, bro. And I'm not trying to say I was a super duper dude, but I was right there, bro. Every single day in the hood in 97, 98, listening to this guy's music, too. It's a true thing. Woodie dropped his debut EP, Yuck Influence, in 1998. The term yuck being short for Yokayo, or Yokohama, slang in Antioch hood, but also signifying our section. His lyrics were glorified gang tales only. His lyrics weren't glorified gang ties only. They reflected inner conflict. On the songs like "The Streets Are Calling Me," he raps, "My mother prays that I quit the life I lead. Damn, I try to change my ways, but these streets keep calling me." Bro, we were all saying these words because I came from a good family. I had a good mother, but the streets were calling me. His sound as a producer was dark, atmospheric. One collaborator said his beats sounded like the intro to the song of the X-Files. Woodie's second full album, Demons in My Sleep, 2001, when I graduated high school, came with national distribution through Coach Records, but his independent hustle remained at the core, the Bay Area core, baby. He also launched the compilation series Northern Exposure, everybody. You gotta know about that, man. If you guys don't go look up Northern Exposure, and it has a Z where there should be an X, I think, but working as a platform for East Contra Costa talent. For his city, Antioch, which rarely had a rap face on the map. It's true, Antioch never had no face. Still doesn't. Woodie's success was symbolic. Much pride north side of the Golden State. It's Woodie Wood coming from that Antioch. He proclaimed north side well, my bad, Big Tone. And he put on Big Tone, and that's every legend has to prove by putting people on. Legal battles, prison, and the shadow of death. Woodie's life wasn't just about the mic. He had real gang ties, brushes with violence, and served time. While the exact record is murky, sources say he was sentenced for assault with a deadly weapon and spent time in Folsom State Prison. Then tragedy struck his circle. His friend Carlos Blackbird Ramirez died in 1998 in a standoff with police. And another close friend, as we've been talking, Gabriel Snoop Robinson, was convicted of murder after a shooting at a quinceañera in Antioch. Woodie's music repeatedly referenced Snoop's case and declared his innocence. On March 7, 2007, Woodie died in Florence, Oregon at the age of 31. Reports say he died of a self-inflicted wound, though details remain hazy and some believe deeper issues were at play. His memorial headstone in Holy Cross Cemetery in Antioch was stolen in 2008, symbolizing how his legacy remains contested and could be haunted. Let's talk a little bit about his legacy. Though Woodie never reached the mainstream Fog City levels, his imprint is enormous in Northern California underground. He built his label, produced his beats, discovered local talent, and carved out Yuck Life ethos. And that was an ethos. He represented the intersection of a white rapper in a Latino gang world, a rare voice. In his hometown, his presence symbolized empowerment, a pathway for unheard voices. His lyrics aren't just gang tales, they're confessions, moral reckonings, visuals of life on the edge. He would say, "If I fail, I'll rot in jail. And if I succeed, I'll burn in hell. So either way, I'm in these streets." That's from Yuck Influenced. For viewers, when you dig into Woodie's catalog, understand what you're looking at. Someone who saw his community, his mistakes, his environment, and then turned it into art. His mentorship of younger artists and his regional imprint makes him a figure to revisit. So we're still talking about him today. You know? Big Tone is still pushing, the movement forward. And that's all because of Woodie. Snoop's case, the possibility of release. Now let's look at the subplot. Gabriel Snoop Robinson, one of Woodie's close associates, his 1994-95 conviction for murder in connection with a shooting at a Veterans Hall party, quinceañera, right, in Antioch, has been referenced in numerous times in Woodie's music, with the latter making claims of the wrongful conviction. Recently, there has been reports that Robinson is set to be freed from prison via deal. The News Post reads, his Antioch murder case was made famous through rap lyrics. Now Gabriel Snoop Robinson will be freed from prison. Details are still emerging. The deal appears to be involve a renegotiated plea that could see him out within years. Woo! Rather than decades. For Woodie's legacy, this matters. A friend he referenced, the story he lived may be shifting. It raises questions like, what happens if Snoop gets out? How does that affect Woodie's narrative of guilt, loyalty, or survival? So we've all been wondering if he did it or not, Woodie. And now we're going to really know because he's going to be out. And he's going to be able to kind of express some parts of that. Thanks for staying with me for a deeper dive into Woodie's story. There's much more to dig into this. You know what I mean? His label, the role, Antioch rap, the mysteries that still surround his death, Snoop's upcoming release. And if you want more news, hit the subscribe button. You know, tap it, dog. You just got to hit it. Tap the bell for notifications and drop a comment. Did you know Woodie's music? What track hit you? And also, what did you think about Snoop's possible release? Was it justice? Is it redemption? Or something else? Until next time, keep exploring real stories behind the music. This is your boy Pocho of the Chicano Podcast. Let me know what you think about me just trying to do a little bit more historical facts and not just speak my opinion. You feel me? But I want to just go over that Woodie's a legend. He should be respected. His family should be respected. And if Snoop is saying that he did it, let it die with Snoop and with Woodie, and let Woodie's legacy live on. This is your boy Pocho of the Chicano Podcast. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications and support a real one in the field. This is your boy Pocho, and I'm out.